Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. National Hokage. I can only get S-level rewards. Chapter 1. I believe you already know. This time in the college entrance examination, we have not only added a discussion topic on how to brush favorability with Naruto Uzumaki, but also added an information table on the strength of each ninja in Union Village, so that everyone can be in the upcoming Hokage online game. Get a better start, as well as a more powerful ninjutsu. As we all know, the Hokage online game that came out of nowhere this time, according to the information reported by those scientists, can basically be concluded that it is the only weapon we use to fight against the demon beasts that have descended on reality. Well, in order to deal with a series of problems you may encounter when logging into the Hokage online game, let's open the textbook now. Turn the textbook to page 233, which explains the use of Ku-Wu. A series of sharp voices like a knife slowly echoed throughout the classroom. The one who spoke was a beautiful teacher with black framed glasses, holding her textbook while her cold eyes coldly swept the class. All the students who were swept by her eyes were all shivering and scared half to death. If there is a ninja of the perception department here at this moment, he will definitely find that there is a flow of chakra in the body of the beautiful teacher. The words fell, and countless students honestly turned the textbook to the page of Ku-Wu, and read it carefully one by one. Suddenly, a curious student quickly looked at the beautiful teacher, and said with some expectation, "Teacher Wang, I heard that you followed the principals last week to participate in the closed beta of the Hokage online game, and in just 7 days, you learned such a divine skill as the doppelganger technique. Can you show us?" Wow, doppelganger. I heard that after entering the Naruto online game, you can really become one of those ninjas, and the doppelganger is one of the ninja's signature skills. Unexpectedly, Teacher Wang actually learned it. Yes, I heard that after entering the Hokage online game, you can not only learn the avatar technique, but also learn the avatar technique, transformation technique, and other divine skills. So that we don't have to be afraid of those monsters that descend. Yes, yes. Countless students immediately started talking and rushed to say. Seeing that the students were all interested, Teacher Wang smiled slightly. To be honest, this time the teacher entered the Hokage online game, it can be said that he gained a lot. Only then did he know that if we want to perform ninjutsu, we still need to extract chakra first. Only after extracting chakra can we use chakra to use ninjutsu. It's like a teacher doing this. Speaking of this, Mr. Wang no longer talked nonsense. According to the way he learned in the closed beta of the Hokage online game, he immediately sealed it. I only saw a burst of mist. Next to Teacher Wang, there was another figure, which looked exactly like Teacher Wang. Suddenly, the whole classroom was boiling. Wow, wow, wow. Ninjutsu is great. It's really fantastic. Yes, ninjutsu is really amazing. I really want to be a ninja. In other words, what exactly is chakra mentioned by the teacher? When we enter the Hokage online game, won't we also know? Quote. Countless students are boiling again. Seeing that the students were so interested, Teacher Wang took a deep breath and came to one of the extremely burly-looking students. In fact, the teacher's talent is too far behind our Wang Chang. Our classmate Wang Chang, and several students in the other class, after having the qualifications to enter the closed beta, in just 1 week, they have learned the avatar technique and the transformation technique, the two major divine techniques, as long as they are learning the avatar technique. Then, he can pass the assessment of the Ninjutsu Academy in the Hokage online game, and officially become a subordinate with a small part of combat power. While speaking, Teacher Wang looked at Wang Chang with a pleased face, and the latter stood up with a proud face. With a proud face, it's not a secret, through this closed test, I have reached level 10. When the words fell, there was a burst of envy and jealousy in the entire classroom, but there were still many disdainful voices in the voice. HMPH. Who doesn't know that Wang Chang, a classmate in our class, is one of the 4 major families in our D city? This time, for the number of places in the closed beta, it definitely did not cost less. Quote. Yes, if it weren't for Wang Chang, who squeezed out the sealed test quota of our Ningfeng, with the talent of our Ningfeng, he would have already been more than 20 levels, and even the lower ninja protection was obtained. Yes, yes, Ren Wang Chang, isn't it Ningfeng's fellow students who are in poverty? It seems that his family stuffed more than 500,000 yuan for the principal. Another burst of discussion came, and many envious and jealous eyes that fell on Wang Chang gradually became cold. In the face of the criticism of the students, Wang Chang not only did not feel guilty because of this, but was even more proud, especially when his gaze fell on Ning Feng in the corner of the class. It was even more intense to the extreme. As if the face is written, Lao Su is rich, how can you? Teacher Wang on the side saw that the atmosphere in the class was not right, and quickly waved his hand and signaled Wang Chang to sit down. After the class was completely quiet, Teacher Wang turned his gaze to Ning Feng, and his voice was full of pity. Ning Feng, you will log into the Hokage online game in the afternoon, and your performance in the Hokage online game will be directly related to your college entrance examination results. Among the previous tests, although you are at the top, but your body, after the relevant tests, cannot extract chakra, that is, you cannot practice ninjutsu, which is one of the reasons why you cannot participate in the closed test. If you are in the Hokage online game, you still can't practice ninjutsu and show your talent, you are likely not able to take the college entrance examination. Quote. You also know that if you can't perform ninjutsu, you can't kill demons at all, you can only have no chance with ninjas for a lifetime. The words fell. Many fell into Ning Feng's gaze, even if they were full of sympathy and regret, especially many of the female students present, even had red eyes. On the contrary, Wang Chang and several of his attendants all smiled contemptuously, and the corners of their already proud mouths were even more proud. Teacher, I heard that in the Hokage online game, there are also ninjas who have cultivated physical skills to the extreme. Is it true that Ning Feng has no chance? Suddenly, a fragrant wind came, and a stunning beauty with extremely beautiful looks and very beautiful facial features slowly stood up, her face full of puzzlement. This teacher really doesn't know. Hey. Quote. Teacher Wang shook his head. For the exploration of the Naruto online game, the whole world only has a week, and the other teachers really don't know. I heard that a casual illusion in it can trap a physical ninja to death. Yes, physical ninjas have no future at all, and they can't even pass the lower ninja assessment. Wang Chang, who had never spoken, glanced at the stunning beauty coldly, and directly determined Ning Feng's life or death. Did I actually cross over? A national Hokage. Everyone relies on logging into the Hokage online game, gaining ninjutsu strength, and resisting the world of monsters. While everyone was discussing, the young boy called Ning Feng sitting in the corner suddenly flashed a surprised light in the corner of his eyes. I'm afraid no one knows that the young boy sitting in the corner is a crosser from the 21st century. Chapter 2. Yes, that's right, crossers. In fact, Ning Feng crossed over just now, and last night, Ning Feng just threw away the Boruto of the incombustible thing, and recalled Naruto, and unconsciously fell asleep. It's just that what Ning Feng didn't expect was that when he woke up, he actually crossed into a place similar to the previous world. It's just that the only difference in this world is that the people in this world actually have the ability to log into Naruto and practice ninjutsu, and after practicing ninjutsu, people can be used to deal with the monsters that are raging around the city. Moreover, this world only began to revise the 9-year compulsory education system some time ago, and added the practice course of the online game, Hokage. As a traverser, when he was watching the Hokage in his previous life, Ning Feng wanted to become a ninja more than once, awaken the chakra eye or something, but he didn't expect that it turned into a reality. However, after Ning Feng searched all the memories of this body, he found that in this world, Hokage turned out to be from the Dragon Country, and according to the culture of the Dragon Country itself, even the ninjas were from the Dragon Country. And this Hokage online game is also led by the Dragon Kingdom. As for his body, why, like other novels, is also a waste firewood start, Ning Feng has basically figured out the situation. It turns out that his body is not as wasted as the teachers say, but his physique, which seems to be somewhat special. A specific chakra extraction method is required to be able to extract chakra. Ordinary chakra extraction is impossible to extract his chakra. As a Hokage fan, Ning Feng knows very well that big families like Pig Deer Butterfly, Uchiha, and Thousand Hands, for the continuation of their bloodlines, the chakra extraction method is completely different. In particular, the chakra extraction method of the Uchiha and Sensho clans is several times more than the ordinary general chakra extraction method, and you can imagine how terrifying the importance of this chakra extraction method is. It was precisely because of this that the ordinary chakra extraction method could not extract the chakra in Ning Feng's body, so Ning Feng was judged to be a waste that could not perform ninjutsu. And in fact, only Naruto fan Ning Feng himself knows that he is not a waste at all, but most likely a super genius with a special bloodline. Just as Ning Feng was thinking so, suddenly, a pleasant and crisp prompt sounded. Congratulations! The Super Ninja system has been successfully activated. Please check your newbie package. When the crisp sound came, Ning Feng was first stunned, and then delighted, and his heart said that he was indeed a traverser of the 8 classics, and not long after this crossing, the plug-in arrived. And what is the Super Ninja system? Although the name is rustic, but just by looking at the name, you can know that this must be a very powerful hanging. Thinking of this, Ning Feng was not polite and directly opened the newbie gift package. Congratulations! You've got the only exclusive ability. You can only draw S-tier rewards. This reward can only be used in online games. Quote. Only S-level rewards can be drawn. Ning Feng was stunned again. He couldn't imagine that a small newbie gift package would give such a powerful plugin. You know, the S-class is the top reward in the Hokage online game. Not only the odds are extremely low, but everything is a good thing. He activated the only exclusive ability when he came up, and he could only draw S-level rewards. What this meant, I am afraid that no one knows better than Ning Feng himself. The only pity is that the only exclusive ability can only take effect in online games, not in reality, but this is already very terrifying. Taking a deep breath, the corners of Ning Feng's mouth hooked up slightly. How to say that sentence? The plug-in is in the hand, the world I have. Since he has crossed into this world and obtained such a heaven-defying plug-in, then he must always live vigorously in this world. In his previous life, as an otaku, he lived to be 18 years old, and he did not do anything vigorous, nor did he have any life against the sky. Originally this life was going to pass like this. Unexpectedly, God gave him such a good opportunity. He can't miss it. And just when Ning Feng was thinking so, Teacher Wang, who was suddenly standing on the podium, took a deep look at Ning Feng, and finally left a sentence. According to the notice from the Education Bureau, this college entrance examination is very likely to be held in the online game, Fire Shadow. And it is very likely that it will be carried out in the copy, Sand Hidden Raid, in the online game. I hope you can take it seriously. Speaking of this, Teacher Wang stopped talking, but turned around and left directly. The words fell, and the originally noisy class was instantly quiet for several seconds before continuing to boil. Eileen. It turned out to be Sand Hidden Raid. It is said that this copy is the battle between Sand Hidden Village and Konoha Village, and there are shadow-level powerhouses such as Orochimaru and Sandaime Hokage participating in it. It seems that not only that, but also Jiraiya. This Nima, if our college entrance examination battlefield is conducted in this copy, then won't we even be able to pass the second main line? Yes, the last time I landed was the online game, Inuyasha, and the college entrance examination was a copy of Naraku, and it is said that as soon as I entered the copy, a full 50 million candidates were eliminated. This time, it's definitely harder. Listening to the voices of discussion from the surrounding students, Ning Feng's eyes flickered slightly, and he liked this world even more. And just when he was about to leave the classroom and take a simple breath, suddenly a fragrant wind came, and the eyes of all the boys in the class also gathered together. Ning Feng, don't care about Wang Cheng's words. Your grades in our school have always been among the best in recent years, and after entering the Hokage online game, you will definitely be able to find a way to extract chakra and become a ninja. Moreover, even if you can't become a ninja, I remember that you can become a physical ninja, although it is not as good as other ninjas, but the combat power should not be bad. This is a few detonation charms that my dad specially prepared for me to log into Hokage in the afternoon, which can allow us to quickly upgrade as soon as we enter the online game. I don't have much, only 6, give you 3. The owner of the fragrant wind slowly spoke. His face was sincere, and his words were full of regret. Detonation charm. Ning Feng was stunned, and then suddenly remembered that this world, when landing in the Hokage, could bring in some things like Kuwu and detonation charms to improve the speed of opening upgrades. Basically, these Kuwu and detonation charms were also brought back by those who had participated in the closed test. And right now, this detonation talisman alone, one is enough to cost 100,000 dragon national coins, which is equivalent to the combined annual income of 2 well-off families. As for the owner of this fragrant wind, his name is Lu Yu, a genius school flower of Qinglong High School, a key high school in D City, who was in the closed beta of Hokage at a young age, and rose to level 9, almost becoming a shinobi. This body had helped Lu Yu a lot when he was a freshman and sophomore in high school, so Lu Yu often came out to help Ning Feng solve the siege, and even did not hesitate to spend a lot of money to see a doctor for Ning Feng. Chapter 3. Ning Feng, we all believe in you. I believe that you will be able to extract chakra and become a ninja. That's right, when the time comes, hit that guy in the face. Our group of girlfriends is very supportive of you. Lu Yu leaned over, and the other girls in the class were all curled with aroma and gathered around Ningfeng, and one little girl even shook her pink fist. I heard some news from my father that some physical ninjas inside are also very powerful. What is Tsunade's grandmother? A shadow-level powerhouse with one punch. Seeing that a group of girls around him were actually holding their grievances, Ningfeng noticed that when this body predecessor was at the top of his academic performance, he often helped many students in the class to improve, so he accumulated a good character. Therefore, these girls, seeing that they were discouraged, encouraged themselves. However, it seems that it is precisely because of this that he is too popular with girls, so he invisibly offends many classmates who are bursting with hormones. I have written down your kindness. Lu Yu, especially your detonation charm, this kindness, I am too difficult to repay. But don't worry, even without these things, I can easily pass the exam. Please have some confidence in me. Ning Feng said and stuffed back the detonation charm handed by Lu Yu. Joke, he has a hang-up plus body, and he still needs a small detonator to start. Seeing that Ning Feng was not humble and unassuming, and his face was full of confidence, those female students were secretly relieved one by one, especially the school flower Lu Yu, and slowly put down a heart hanging in her throat. Lu Yu was really worried that Ning Summit would be hit by a huge blow because of this. Wang Chang, who was in the distance, looked over coldly at this moment, very angry and depressed. Especially when he saw that Lu Yu actually gave Ning Feng something so valuable, he sulked for no reason in his heart. Who doesn't know that this Lu Yu is the school flower of Qinglong High School, and it is also the object that Wang Chang has been working hard to pursue. Wang Chang really couldn't figure out where this Ning Feng was good, he could make the school flower like it so much, and even spared no blood. Not only Wang Chang, but also many boys in the class were very heartbroken, looking at Ning Feng's gaze, full of envy and jealousy. How could Ning Feng not feel the gazes projected around? However, for Ning Feng, a traverser, there were just a group of little fart children with hormones around him, and he didn't need to pay too much attention to it. I have to say that the time waiting to log into Hokage is very tormenting. I don't know how long it took. Under the leadership of Teacher Wang, Ning Feng and the others came to the playground and prepared to log into Fire Shadow. That is, the college entrance examination, Principal Long's instructions, naturally indispensable. After the teachers and students of the school struggled through the long headmaster's speech, the homeroom teachers finally distributed the boarding device that landed in Hokage to every student present. Ning Feng naturally also had a copy. It is no different from other people's boarding devices, it looks like an electronic watch, and a pointer on it quietly jumps to Hokage. And this landed world, it seems that it can still jump, Ning Feng under Hokage, and even saw Pirates, Shinigami, Inuyasha, and even Dragon Ball. It's a pity that these landable worlds are gray and cannot be logged in. Well, I believe everyone has been mentally prepared for our upcoming login to Hokage. The one now distributed in your hands is called the Denyu, which will allow you to successfully log into the second world of Hokage, where you will survive as aliens, and you can even be friends with the natives inside. The ratio of reality to online game world is 1:4, and 4 days in the Hokage is equivalent to spending a day in the real world. Each landing can only be landed for 8 hours, and after 8 hours, it must be offline, otherwise danger will occur. And in order to better improve our strength, our future courses will basically be based on landing in Hokage. Of course, people all over the world will enter this world one after another. As for the rest, let's explore it on their own. Head teacher, the guide materials of the Hokage can be distributed. Principal Long's cold eyes swept around, and he immediately waved his hand at the head teacher beside him, who nodded heavily and hurriedly went to prepare. Soon, Ning Feng and the others received a temporary copy of the so-called Fire Shadow Raiders. It didn't matter if Ning Feng didn't look at the strategy. As soon as he saw the content of the strategy, the whole person was almost embarrassed in place. In the entire Hokage world, there are a total of 8 hidden villages. In addition to the 5 hidden villages, there are Yuyan Village, Xingyan Village, and Grass Ninja Village, of which Yuyan Village is the strongest. It is speculated that he is in charge of the shadow-level master of Yuyan Village and suppresses most of the ninja world. Quote. Among the 8 hidden villages of Konoha Village, the countdown. The strongest family, the Hyuga family. 3 generations of Hokage is the weakest. Because of the age. Quote. Writing wheel eyes are the weakest blood succession limit. After patiently reading all the strategies, Ning Feng forcibly resisted the strong urge to complain in his heart. Although this strategy is a bit misleading, it also provides him with a lot of convenience, not to mention, even if he tells the true information of the Hokage, others will not believe it. In case it would not be good to slice him. And just when Ning Feng was thinking so, suddenly a fragrant wind came, and Lu Yu's small buttocks gently stuck in front of Ning Feng. Ning Feng, I am going to choose the Hyuga clan of Konoha Village. Although Konoha Village is weaker, I looked at the guide, and it said that the geographical location of Konoha Village is very good. It seems that the Hyuga family has a chance to awaken the blood succession limit of the white eye, 360 degrees without dead ends or something. Quote. Good. So soft. Ning Feng subconsciously spoke, immediately realized something, and quickly shook his head. Lu Yu, thank you, I don't need others to bring it for the time being, I want to rely on myself. This was rejected. Lu Yu was not sad, but her eyes were full of appreciation. Well, anyway, I came to Konoha Village, you better be Konoha Village, I'll take care of you. Good, good. Ning Feng vaguely agreed. Anyway, when he came to Konoha Village, he would also be able to help Lu Yu at that time. Seeing that Ning Feng agreed, Lu Yu's face suddenly turned red and white, and suddenly became cute. Wang Chang on the side looked particularly angry, and sneered, HMPH, such a weak village in Konoha Village is chosen. When I come to Cheyenne Village and learn the art of puppetry, the first person to kill is you Ning Feng. Quote. It's a pity that at this moment, Ning Feng and Lu Yu are gradually warming up in their relationship, and the words of Wang Chang, the two did not listen to it at all. Chapter 4. Ning Feng and Lu Yu talked for a long time, only to hear the login device between the wrists of the two, and there was a ding, indicating that it was possible to log in. Before logging in, Yanagizuki couldn't help but nag a few more words. What must be chosen Konoha Village, Hyuga clan and so on, is to return to his place. Ignoring the gazes that were projected around him that almost ate Ning Feng dropped his gaze on the login device on his wrist and took a deep breath. Although as a traverser, he is omniscient and omnipotent about the content of Hokage, and has a plug-in in hand, God knows, this so-called Hokage online game, is it the Hokage he has seen? This is still a big question mark. But now, I can only bite the bullet and log in. And just as Ning Feng was thinking so, a pleasant and crisp prompt suddenly sounded without warning. It has been detected that the level 3 world, Fire Shadow World, has been opened, and the first opening time, 8 hours. Do you want to log in? P.S. Players who have previously participated in the closed beta of Hokage World will synchronize their closed beta accounts. Seeing the prompt, the corners of Ning Feng's mouth hooked slightly. Even if those closed beta players are already one step ahead, what can they do? At that moment, Ning Feng nodded heavily, and silently recited in his heart, log in. Quote. The login host will has been detected, and the login is about to be performed. The connection to the Hokage world has been successfully connected. Quote. Coming soon, the character is platformed. Please wait. Another pleasant and crisp prompt sounded. Ning Feng was stunned, and then he only felt that a strong attraction appeared, and he pulled his body fiercely, feeling like a time and space travel. When Ning Feng reopened his eyes, he had already appeared in a place similar to a platform space, which was already full of countless players who were about to log into the Hokage world. Yenian Village. There is still a teammate missing. Ha, come quickly if you log in together. I have the strategy cheats of Yenian village here, we can start to worship the shadow level powerhouse Didera. Practice the clay explosion technique. Just as Ning Feng was thinking, a student dressed in another school had already shouted at his classmates, obviously just like Ning Feng's Qinglong High School, and he also logged in at this time. HMPH. What is Didera? Our side is preparing to descend on Oto Ninja Village and directly learn ninjutsu with the strongest boss in the Hokage world, Orochimaru. It was another high school student who spoke, and his words were full of provocation. Sure enough, along with the shouts of the two, many classmates immediately ran over, wanting to join their wilderness team. Ning Feng didn't move, and even wanted to complain. Any Naruto fan knows that this Didera has defected to Iwahide village and become a member of Shao, not to mention Orochimaru, who is only interested in Sasuke's body. These players went, and there is no difference with by giving. However, Ning Feng was too lazy to persuade, but went straight to the platform, ready to create a character. And just as he was about to create, Wang Cheng's somewhat contemptuous voice came faintly, Ning Feng, don't think that I dare not you. As long as I see you and Lu Yu together in the game, I will you once. Quote. Lu Yu is my Wang Cheng, understand? While speaking, a few doglegs beside Wang Cheng also glanced at Ning Feng quite proudly, as if he was a dog for Wang Cheng, and his status was much higher than Ning Feng. That's right, our young master Wang Cheng must be the first ninja in our Qinglong High School to become a ninja, and he has great potential in the future, and it is not something that you Ning Feng can provoke at all. We, young master Wang Cheng, have already obtained the strategy of the three clans of Pig Deer Butterfly, and it is not impossible to become a ninja of the Mountain Clan when the time comes. Ning Feng, you'd better be cautious. Quote. The three clans of pigs, deer and butterflies. Patience. It's a pity that Ning Feng didn't bother to take care of Wang Cheng, a guy with explosive hormones and low IQ, but turned around and came to the platform before creating the platform. Sure enough, in the next moment, in front of Ning Feng's eyes, a huge map similar to the Hokage map immediately appeared. In this map, many ninja villages can be selected and descended. Please choose the shinobi village where you are about to come. Another pleasant and crisp prompt sounded, and Ning Feng directly chose Konoha village, without hesitation. Any Naruto fan knows very well that among the many hidden villages, Konoha village is the truly most powerful hidden village. Whether it was the First Ninja World War or the Second or Third Ninja World War, Konoha village fought in a posture of several fights. And every time there is a big battle in the ninja world, Konoha village has its god-sealing figures, whether it is Huang Gambling Drug Tsunade, Jiraiya and Orochimaru, Wave Feng Shuimin and others. As long as you come to this hidden village, you can easily turn over with a random teacher. Konoha village has been successfully chosen. A pleasant and crisp prompt sounded, and in front of Ning Feng, a huge Hokage map slowly shrunk, and finally gathered above Konoha village, quite an animated feeling. Detected that the player chooses Konoha village, the player can choose the clan that is about to come. 1. The Hyuga clan. 2. The Yamanaka clan. 3. The Akamichi clan. 4. The Wave Wind clan. 5. The Great Serpent clan. 6. More. With a glance over, Ning Feng frowned. These families are undoubtedly very good families in Konoha village, but if you want to become a powerful ninja, it may not be enough to descend on these families. If nothing else, the Bofeng family looks good, but among the Bofeng family, it is only a Wave Feng Shui gate born, and there is no family heritage at all. Not to mention the Big Snake family, it is only a genius like the Big Snake Pill, and among the Big Snake family behind, there are no other geniuses born at all. Without hesitation, Ning Feng chose more. More selected. Choose from the following families. 7. The Uchiha clan. 8. The Thousand Hands. 9. Ape Flying Clan. 10. Quote. 11. Seeing the Uchiha clan, Ning Feng's eyes suddenly lit up. This Uchiha family, since the establishment of Konoha village, has been building its own family power in Konoha village, and has an extremely strong family heritage and political heritage. Even after the Night of Extinction, the legend of the Uchiha clan did not stop. The Hokage world that he is about to descend to is most likely before the Night of Extermination. After all, if the Night of Extermination happens, there will be no Uchiha clan. As for the Thousand Hands family, Since the two brothers between the Thousand Hands Pillar and the Thousand Hands Pillar, they have already fallen, and although they are supported by Tsunade, they are difficult to resist, otherwise, there will be no growth of the ape-flying family. As a fan of Hokage, Ningfeng knows too well that this small Konoha village is actually a place full of struggles between forces and power and interests. Whether it is strength considerations or political considerations, the Uchiha family is actually the most suitable. I choose the Uchiha clan. The corners of Ningfeng's mouth were slightly hooked. Chapter 5. Sure enough, Ningfeng's thought was together, and the next moment, a pleasant and crisp prompt sounded. Congratulations. You are about to descend on the Uchiha clan. Quote. The identity of your Uchiha clan is being inserted. Ningfeng waited quietly, and various identities soon appeared in front of his eyes, such as the main clan of Uchiha, the clan of Uchiha, the younger brother of Uchiha Itachi, the brother of Sasuke Uchiha, and so on. These identities are like a turntable, spinning rapidly. Suddenly, another pleasant and crisp prompt sounded. Congratulations. You successfully obtained the status of the main clan of Uchiha and became the younger brother of Uchiha Itachi and the older brother of Uchiha Sasuke. Congratulations. You have obtained the strongest bloodline of the Uchiha clan, the Rinba bloodline. 2. Pleasant voices came in a row. Ningfeng was first stunned, and then delighted. He didn't expect that this surprise came too quickly. Unexpectedly became the older brother of Uchiha Itachi and Uchiha Sasuke at the beginning. Doesn't that mean that just at the beginning of the game, he will be able to practice ninjutsu and physical arts with Uchiha Itachi, such a Itachi god? Just at the beginning, he was already ahead of others by an unknown amount. As for the so-called Lunba bloodline, Ningfeng was briefly stunned for a moment before he reacted. For the people of the Uchiha clan, in fact, the bloodline of the Uchiha clan is actually very different, and the Sharingan activated is also very different in strength. And the Lunba bloodline is the bloodline owned by the ancestor of Uchiha, the ancestral bloodline. For example, after he opens the Eternal Sharingan, he can bless his own ninjutsu power, and like the later Uchiha Sasuke's Naoba Sharingan, he can bless his physical power. In addition, people like Itachi, Uchiha Shisui and others are blessings with their own magical powers. Now that Ningfeng has the bloodline of the wheel, it means that his future riding wheel eye will take a similar route to Banye, and it is blessed with terrifying ninjutsu power. In fact, the reason why Uchiha is so powerful in ninjutsu, especially Susanoo's power, is completely dependent on his wheel Eternal Kaleidoscope Chakra Eye. Of course, if Ningfeng got the Weasel God's riding wheel eye, he would naturally be able to cast powerful illusions, such as moon redding. Sure enough, between Ningfeng's thoughts, the attributes of the Lunba bloodline had already emerged. Wamba bloodline, it is one of the strongest bloodlines of Uchiha, and has a higher chance of activating Sharingan than other clansmen of Uchiha, which can strongly improve the user's ninjutsu ability. Although there is no specific chance in the attribute, just by looking at the late Uchiha spot, you can feel the horror of this Limba bloodline. However, Ningfeng thought about it. I'm afraid that his continuous acquisition of such a good identity and bloodline is related to the hang he opened before. After all, he could only receive S-class rewards. The player identity has been successfully implanted, and the player is about to descend on the world of Hokage. Please wait. Another crisp sound came, and Ningfeng once again felt the appearance of a powerful suction force. When Ningfeng reopened his eyes, he found that he had descended into an antique mansion with an island style. In particular, in the four parts of this mansion, there are also quietly placed two Onfen logos symbolizing the Uchiha clan. This is coming to the Hokage world. Ningfeng was stunned, and subconsciously opened his various attributes. Nickname: Uchiha Peak Level, Level 1. Experience points: 0. Strength: not beginner. Chakra: no age. 5 years old. Family: Uchiha family identity: Uchiha Itachi's brother, Uchiha Sasuke's brother. Item: no ninjutsu, no body art. Number: illusion, none. Blood succession boundary: riding wheel eye not activated. I have to say that this attribute is as miserable as it is in addition to the use of a Uchiha family. With a faint smile, the attribute bar was quietly closed. I am afraid that only Ningfeng knew that all attributes, as long as they relied on the identity of the Ujibo family, there was everything. And while he was thinking, not far away, suddenly a white light flickered, and several players with the name of the Uchiha family also descended together. However, Ning Feng soon noticed that these players were not as lucky as themselves, and they were all from the Yujibo branch family, unlike him, but from the main branch family of Yujibo. Don't underestimate this identity difference. Although it is not described in detail in the Hokage, the power of a family is firmly controlled by the main branch, and the branch is basically only a part of working for the main branch. I already knew that I didn't choose the Uchiha family. Just looking at this family, it's not very good, it's actually in such a remote location. Yes, the Yamanaka clan, the Akamichi clan and other families, I heard my classmates say that they are all located in the center of Konoha village, the Uchiha family mansion. This is all catching up with the suburbs. You can't delete the number and retrain this Nima. I chose to become this family after my hand was drawn. Without waiting for Ning Feng to speak, those players were already secretly depressed, and they didn't know the terrifying potential of the Uchiha clan. Ning Feng didn't bother to pay attention to them, but walked straight towards the center of the mansion to see if he could meet Uchiha and the others and improve his strength as soon as possible. As a result, as soon as Ning Feng made progress, a clan member of the Yujibo branch hurriedly walked over and said respectfully to Ning Feng, "Young Master Feng, young Master Weasel is looking for you everywhere and is waiting for you in the family conference room." While speaking, the clansmen of this branch also waved their hands and made a gesture of invitation. Seeing this, Ning Feng was a little excited in his heart. Sure enough, it is worthy of being a member of the main branch of Uchiha, and the status is high. As soon as this comes to the novice village, someone will come to invite him. No wonder the Hyuga family, the split family, hates the main family so much. The main family can deprive the divided family of their lives at will. When those players saw that Ning Feng was invited, but they were ignored, the players led by them immediately reprimanded, "Hey, why do you only call him, not us?" Who knows? As soon as they spoke, the eyes of the Uchiha branch flashed a trace of anger, and they burst into anger. "You are all members of the sub-family, you must respect young Master Feng, you know." Saying that, the Kuwu of this branch clan has already lightly touched the neck of the leading player. This identity is really good. Ning Feng glanced at the players who were deflated in place and almost exploded, turned around and walked directly towards the council chamber. And in front of the council chamber, Uchiha Itachi was standing quietly next to Uchiha Fugaku, with a smile on his face. On the side, Uchiha Fugaku's wife, Makoto Uchiha, is holding a baby in her arms, apparently the future Uchiha Sasuke. Uchiha Peak, you're here. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.